Alright, welcome to this tutorial. So this is for assignment 1. The first thing you're going to want to do is to create a folder for Light City. Inside that folder, you're going to want to create another folder and call that assignment 1. Once you've done that, go to the assignment 1 document and open the link that takes you to the Google Drive folder. And this is what it should look like. If you see this stuff, go ahead and download everything inside of here and place it inside that assignment 1 folder. Once you've placed all the files in the assignment 1 folder, you can go ahead and open Premiere Pro. Now I'll just say before we jump in, Premiere Pro can be a headache if your computer cannot handle it. So if that's the case and you know the software is going really slow, yeah, just let me know. I think one of the things I want to do is to get a Media Team laptop so that you don't have to worry about that in the future. But yeah, let's jump right into it. Let's go new project. And I'm just going to title this tutorial. You can go ahead and title it assignment 1. And for the project location, go ahead and put it in the assignment 1 folder. And then you can go ahead and press create. And you should have something that looks like that. Now, if your window does not look like this, go ahead and go to Window, Workspaces, and press Reset to Saved Layout. And hopefully that should bring you to a similar workspace. The next thing we want to do is import all our files. So double click on this and then just go to your assignment 1 folder and import everything inside there. Okay, once everything is imported, just go ahead and take part 6 and drag that onto the timeline and it should pop up here. First thing we're going to do is go straight into color and let's bring the exposure up to 0.5. And bring the highlight up to 10 and bring white up to 7. So these are just some basic adjustments. I just wanted to brighten it. So if I remove all the edits, it's pretty dark. So those are just some tiny adjustments that you can make in order to brighten the footage and to, you know, just add a little bit more to the picture. So yeah, let's go back to editing. Okay, so we're not going to use this whole clip obviously because this is like a 9-minute long clip. And for your first time editing, I definitely don't want you to be editing too much. So we're going to cut out a tiny portion of this long clip. So the first cut we're going to make is going to be at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So you can either use this cursor right here to go to that mark, or you can just type it in here. I'm going to do the latter. 2:30, and it takes me right there. And just play it to make sure that you're not cutting out his words. All right, so just before he says Psalms, that's where we're going to start, or that's where we're going to make the cut. So I'm going to go back a little bit, and I think, yeah. Yeah, so this should be good. So to make the cut, I can either use the razor tool, which is this tool right here, and cut it. Or if you want to use a keyboard shortcut, you can hold down Control and press K, and it'll cut it for you. So that's usually how I do it. So that's the first cut. Let's go to the next point. The next point to cut is 2:46. So go to 2:46. 2:46. Let's play it again. That's the house of Israel, that's not me. Right after he says, that's not me, we're going to make the next cut. And the next cut is at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. So let's go there. And let's play it. He will bless the house of Aaron. Is that me? All right, so just before he starts speaking, that's where we're going to make the cut. So let's go back. I prefer to use this method because it's a little bit more precise. Yeah, 4:12. I'm going to make the cut right there. And the final cut is at 5 minutes and 39 seconds. And I'm just going to cut because I know that I want to end it right there. So this piece right here, you don't need, delete that. This piece right here, you don't need, delete that. And this piece right here, you don't need, delete that. So we're gonna take this piece, drag it to the beginning, this piece, drag it to the beginning. Let's make sure it makes sense. Let's check the cut area here.
That's not me. He will bless the house of Aaron. Is that me? Nah.
Okay, there we go. So we're good to go. We have our clip. The only thing we need to add is actually the intro. I forgot about the intro, so let's add that in now. I'm gonna highlight these two clips. Another way to do that is to just use this icon right here, the track select forward tool, and it'll just, let me deselect this first. So if you use this tool, it'll just move everything. So that's a pretty handy tool. And we're gonna bring in the YouTube intro. We're gonna put it right here. Let's play it. Okay, it's a bit small. So we're gonna scale it up a bit. Yeah, let's scale this up a bit. Okay, so in order to scale it up, I clicked on this and I'm in effect controls, and then I just increased the scale to 194. So you can either click and drag it or you can just type it in. So yeah, just set it to 194, and then let's use this tool to bring everything back and connect it. Sometimes this tool right here, snap in timeline tool, will be turned off for some reason. Sometimes it likes to turn off. And if that's the case, when you try and connect it, you'll see that it's not connecting. It's not snapping in place. So if that ever happens, if you notice that happening, it's probably because this is off. So make sure to turn it back on if that happens, and it'll snap in place like that. Okay, so I want to add a little fade in right here. So let's add that fade in. In order to do that, you go to effects, and effects is down here. So we're gonna go to effects. In order to find it, I just have to make sure my mouse is in this area here, and I just scroll with my mouse and it goes like that. So now I'm gonna type in dip. So I'm gonna take this effect, and for some reason it doesn't want to go onto the clip that I want it to go on. So let's try and figure that out. I'm gonna just drag this apart and try it again. Okay, now it's working. So we want that effect. I clicked on the effect and this window should pop up here. I want to make the effect really short. So I'm just going to click when I see this red arrow and drag it so it's shorter. And now when I play it, okay, that's really short. Let's make it a little bit longer. I'm clicking on it again, extending it out a bit. And now let's see how it looks when I attach it to the intro. I think that looks pretty good.